Hey folks, today we are going to pick an Evva 3KS, and to do so I've built this special device which basically is just an LED with an optical fiber connected to it, and I'm going to use it to illuminate the keyway so that we can see the insides of the 3KS, and I've also built in this knob to adjust the brightness so that I won't go blind. Okay, now before we start I just want to show you how it's like to pick the lock with the optical fiber inserted, and as you can see the fiber does a great job in illuminating the keyway. You can see the sliders on the left and on the right, and you have to move these little knobs, and I built myself this special pick with a V-shaped tip. So to move the slider you just have to grab the knob with the V-shaped tip and just move it up or down. I'm moving the first slider on the right side and now the second one, and that's basically it. That's how you manipulate the 3KS. So let's pick this lock. Okay, now that I have secured the lock in the vise, we can start picking it. As you can see, the key works perfectly. Lock is now locked, and I'm starting of course by inserting the tension wrench with the optical fiber attached to it, which will illuminate the keyway. So I have to make sure that the tension wrench stays in place. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. So let's get started. I'm using my special pick and working my way from the back to the front. I have found that starting at the back and looking for binding sliders there is much easier than starting from the front, because if you have many binding sliders at the back it gets kinda messy. So that's the reason why I prefer starting at the back. What I also do is I try to pick one side first. The 3KS features 2 independent sidebars with 6 sliders on each side, so this is possible. And you probably already know that, but these sliders have false gates, and you also have to identify these false gates, and the easiest way to do so, in my opinion, is to just jiggle them and see if they move, and if they don't, you have probably hit the false gate and have to move the slider again. And if all sliders move, you have picked this side successfully, and if not, you have to search for the one binding slider. Check the right side. What is also important to know is that when you're stuck in a false gate, you typically have to release most of the tension, but this usually isn't that much of a problem, as the sliders tend to stay in place despite gravity, so this usually works out just fine. I'm not sure. I think I've picked the left side. Okay, let's check pins on the right side. The sliders on the right side again. What am I missing? Okay. I think I've got that one. So let's check the sliders on the right side again. Really close, I think. I can see I have to release the tension. Okay, it's kind of hard to work around the camera and not blocking your view. And it's just, I think it's just one slider. Where is it? Come on. Come on. Okay. Now the optical fiber came loose. It's definitely the right side. I think I've got it. Let's check. Yeah, I've got it. We've got an open. Whew. Okay, so now you can see the car is moving. So let's cut the lock. I've already removed the C-clip, so that we don't have to mess around with this. Okay, now to remove the core from the 3KS, you just have to align all the sliders, and the easiest way to do this is to insert the key and slowly removing it, and then all sliders will be aligned at the center, and you just can remove the plug. And what you can see here, is are the sliders. I've already removed the sidebar, and whoops, that's the passive sidebar for key control. So you can see the sliders are actually all inserted and all working. Didn't manipulate them. And what you can also see are the false gates. So I think it's a pretty interesting lock. Pretty cool lock. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. Keep it legal and see you around.